The bar graph illustrates the top reasons why people uninstall mobile applications. Overall, the most common reason is that the app is no longer in use, accounting for nearly 40%. Limited storage and excessive advertising are the second and third most common reasons, followed by excessive notifications. Confusion and technical issues contribute relatively smaller percentages, while other reasons account for the lowest share. Overall, the chart indicates that user behavior and storage limitations are the main factors influencing app uninstallation.
The line graph compares the home ownership rate and the unemployment rate over a period of several years. Overall, the home ownership rate shows a gradual decline, while the unemployment rate fluctuates throughout the period. Home ownership starts at a relatively high level and decreases steadily toward the end. In contrast, the unemployment rate rises sharply in the early years, then falls, and finally shows a slight increase in the last few years. Overall, the graph highlights an inverse relationship between home ownership and unemployment over time.
The image compares the pre-tax profits of the 1,000 largest banks across different regions in 2 different years. It uses 2 donut charts to show the percentage share of each region. Overall, Asia-Pacific and North America account for the largest proportion of profits, while Latin America, the Middle East, and Central and Eastern Europe contribute relatively smaller shares. The total profit changes slightly between the 2 years, indicating a shift in regional performance. Overall, the charts provide a clear comparison of banking profits across regions over time.
The image illustrates the process of human evolution from early ancestors to modern humans. It begins with an ape-like ancestor, followed by Australopithecus, Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, and finally the modern human. At each stage, posture becomes more upright, brain development improves, and the use of tools and technology increases. Overall, the process shows gradual physical and intellectual development over millions of years. In conclusion, the flowchart clearly explains the evolutionary journey from primitive ancestors to modern humans.
The table presents the financial statement of a company named XG from 2020 to 2022. It compares revenue, expenses, and profit over 3 years. Overall, all 3 indicators show a steady upward trend. Revenue increases from $100,000 in 2020 to $140,000 in 2022. Expenses also rise from $70,000 to $90,000, while profit grows from $30,000 to $50,000. In conclusion, the table indicates consistent financial growth and improved business performance over the 3-year period.
The image presents a colorful world map showing the 7 major continents. It includes Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Overall, Asia is the largest continent, while Australia is the smallest. The map highlights the geographical distribution and relative positions of the continents across the globe. In conclusion, the image provides a clear overview of the world's physical layout and continental divisions.
The image illustrates a combination chart comparing oil reserves and gas production across different countries. The blue bars represent oil reserves, while the green line shows gas production levels. Overall, Russia records the highest oil reserves and gas production, whereas Brazil has the lowest production. Saudi Arabia, Canada, the United States, and Iran show varying values for both indicators. In conclusion, the chart highlights noticeable differences in oil reserves and gas production among the selected countries.
The image presents a combination of a line graph and a pie chart about online retail sales. The line graph shows the monthly sales trend throughout the year, while the pie chart illustrates the contribution of different product categories. Overall, sales increased steadily during the first half of the year, reach a peak in the middle, and then decline slightly before recovering at the end. The pie chart indicates that electronics has the largest share, followed by fashion, home and kitchen, beauty and health, and others. In conclusion, the image provides a clear overview of both sales performance and category distribution.
The image illustrates a pie chart showing the market share of smartphone brands in 2024. It compares 5 categories: Samsung, Apple, Xiaomi, Oppo, and others. Overall, Samsung holds the largest share at 28%, followed by Apple at 25% and Xiaomi at 20%. Oppo accounts for 15%, while others represent the smallest portion at 12%. In conclusion, the pie chart clearly presents the distribution of smartphone market share among different brands.
The image compares two food pyramids from the 1970s and the 2010s. It illustrates how healthy eating recommendations have changed over time. In the 1970s pyramid, grains and carbohydrates form the largest portion, while fruits and vegetables are placed in the middle. In contrast, the 2010s pyramid gives greater importance to fruits, vegetables, and whole foods, while refined grains and processed foods are reduced. Overall, the image emphasizes a shift toward a healthier and more balanced diet. In conclusion, it clearly shows the evolution of nutritional guidelines over the years.